This is a look at agricultural trade, and of course there is a trade deficit currently. This is what the USTR and White House are very focused on reducing. One of the reality here is in this graph we see imports higher than exports. That's the gap, and that's what they're trying to close. Difficult to do so. John Newton from American Farm Bureau had told me the best way, the easiest way to close that gap, to make the deficit go away, is for the U.S. to stop purchasing tequila and avocados from Mexico. I wouldn't do that. That seems like no fun. It was funny. I spoke at the Colorado Farm Bureau meeting, and they had a taco bar the night before, and it was like all guacamole, and they had a tequila bar. They felt very guilty after I told them that. But I think the reality here is when we're trying to close this deficit, it doesn't matter if on that chart if the gap is here, here, or here. The fact is there's a gap, and that's what they're trying to fix. This is a look at the China trade agreement from Farm Bureau. And so you can it sort of represents the 13 billion and then the 17 billion, then plus what they want to buy from a soybean perspective, or they've said they're going to buy the 25 million metric tons. You can see there's a long ways to go there, but there's a lot of flexibility. Also, beef is worth a lot. So beef could fill some of the gap, not easily, but it will be able to fill more of the gap than it did in the phase one. One of the differences between the phase one deal from the first Trump administration to this one is this one has a lot more flexibility. There's not really a commitment. This may make people uneasy. There's not really a commitment outside of the soybean one. There's not necessarily a commitment to buy X amount of beef or pork or corn or ethanol. It's very, very flexible. Buy what you need. So be some real competitiveness amongst the commodity groups trying to position themselves with Chinese buyers. That'll be fairly interesting to watch.